What is it, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're doing another top 10 video, and this time we are doing top 10 zombies. So the top 10 zombies will be like all of the zombies, not just the parts but in visual, like all the classes, the engineer, the scientist, the all-star, super fans, all the zombies, like what we did in last parts. So this is just my personal opinion. So let me know, you guys, your opinions. Sorry, I wrote the list down to remember that those are my top 10 characters. And yeah, let's get into the number 10 spot. And the number 10 spot, we have got, you gotta do this again. We got the Goat. So the Goat was a really good class. It was very interesting when you got him. At first I thought he was just gonna be like a normal goat, like what the hell was it really worth getting to do like the whole trials and illness? But then I played out and it's like, oh, he's so much different to like normal goat. Like he shoots really fast, he does a lot of damage. So, two of his abilities is really useful, and one of the abilities is if you're playing really supportive. So if you're playing really supportive, then you want to use the L1 one. So if you have like a friend next to you, you can just like walk around with him like a silver and just like make them more damage. Like here, he's doing more damage there. And his triangle ability is to do this mega awesome laser, which does a lot of damage, which is like the Silvery Madness, but you go slower, but you do like a lot of damage long range. So it's really good. And the most important ability is the beat boost. So you can boost one person and they go 20% faster. It's like a hyper, but you don't jump high. And plus it lasts pretty long too. He's got 35 shots, he's pretty accurate. So you don't really need good accuracy to play with this character. And his max damage is 9 damage, and with that damage upgrade he does around 8 damage. So this is a really good character if you're really supportive, because you can do the damage, you can do speed boost, and you can use the Mega Awesome laser to like defend opponents and just stay upon your ground. I just wish they add this character to the new Battlefield Neighborhood role, because he's a really good character, and that's why he comes in number 10. In the number 9 spot, we have got Mechanic, probably my favorite engineer in this game. He's probably the only like automatic engineer in the game. The others are splash damage ones, maybe for landscapers on that one, I don't really know. But he does the same damage as the Goat, except that you have engineer abilities, which I found a little bit more useful. But you are a bigger target, you're an easy target to hit though. He does the same damage as the Goat, and he has the same so that is why I put him at number 9, because that point is exactly the same, but you got engineer abilities and you're a bigger target. But I just feel like he shoots faster than the Goat, and he reloads faster. He reloads much faster. And the engineer abilities are much useful, because the jackhammer is the same as the speed boost we get. The stone grenade is more useful than the damage buff, and this is way more powerful than the Mega Awesome laser. So that's why I think the Mechanic is better than the Goat, because he has more useful things. But he is my favorite engineer in my opinion, because he is automatic, and I don't want to have splash damage because you shoot really slow. But this is the fastest rate of fire engineer that you want. Yeah, and he comes in number 9. Let's get into my weight. In the number 8 spot, we've got the Shrimp. So the shrimp imp is an alright imp, but the mech is just overpowered. 10 out of 10 out of the mech, but the imp is like 6 out of 10. It's alright. You do 7 damage, or 8 damages, I think the max you can do with the damage I read. It's got a faster rate of fire, and I'll showcase the mech really soon. His reload's pretty fast too. You get 35 shots again. Like all these zombies have 35 shots. See, this is a 1 less damage than the mechanic in the holocoat. But I feel like he is a slow rate of fire, but I feel like the mech is just really overpowered. Look, it just makes the imp way much better than what it is. Okay, I'll showcase it here. So the mech's abilities aren't really that useful. It's just I like the primal weapon. It's good, but the abilities are still okay. This one is for close range. This is like a speed boost. You can actually kill parts of it. It does enough 50 damage, which is pretty decent. It's like a mini sprint tackle. The beam is really accurate. You do a lot of damage. Shoots pretty fast, and also has a little bit of splash damage, so if I'm doing a little bit of damage to the mech, I'm not shooting directly at it. Plus, I think it lasts way much longer than the other mechs. So that's why this mech becomes really useful. So this 50 damage of it. It's pretty good as you like knock out pieces out of the pea getting this sunflowers out of sunbeams and stuff. The imp is alright, but the mech is just OP. Like it's probably the best mech out of all of them, but I think there's one mech that does even better, which we'll get into at the end of the video. But yeah, he goes to number 8. In the number 7 spot, we've got the original All-Star. He's by far the best All-Star in the game. And he's only map 7, you guys realize he's only map 7. First of all, you got Imp Hunt, and okay, that was a really bad Imp Hunt. And you got Spin Tackle, which are probably the 2 most annoying abilities in World War. You got these defensive shields that can help you defend. Chill beam bombs, some channel mines. You can defend them by wasting ammo from a PG, and you can try and like wait for your sprint cycle to recharge, and then you can do that. He's got a fast rate of fire. He does 9 damage, is the same. He has infinite ammo, but he does have the recharge overheat if you shoot too much. His overheat is moderate, which is really good. There's nothing bad about this All-Star because he's just the original character. Like the other versions are supposed to be like upgraded versions, but some of them might be worse. But and also he's a tank, so he'll be having 200 health, so you can survive as long as you can. And also he's pretty accurate too. The only reason he's only number 7 because I don't feel like there's anything special about this character. It's just he's good damage, good rate of fire. Just with all-star abilities, they're really annoying, and there are way better zombies there are. But yeah, he's still a really good all-star, and he comes in number 7. And then number 6, we've got Captain Cannon. So the same as where the Electropy got to, he got to number 6 as well. I feel like this is just kind of the same as Electropy, but except that I feel like Electropy is a little bit better than the Captain Cannon because you can He's got the electric effect on him, so you can do chain damage, but this character doesn't. He just has detonation, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm not really a big fan of detonation characters, but they're really fun to play. They take a lot of skill to learn, which I'm not really good at these characters. That's why I rate them kind of low on the list. I feel like his detonation is more good than electric B. So they're basically the same thing. And also the petrified cactus is the same thing as well. Except that you're a cactus class. If you're really good at detonation, then you can recommend to like put them even higher. But right now, Captain Cannon's on Rainbow 6. He'll be higher if I get really better at it. I need to practice more in detonation. I don't really use detonation that much because I'm not really good at it. But yeah, he comes the same number as Electric though, so he's still a really good character. In the number 5 spot, we've got Super Commander. Super Commander is the second best foot soldier in my opinion. He does a lot of damage close range. He's only got 3 shots, but you reload really quickly, you shoot really fast. You shoot like basically instantly, like you don't like ammo does not like travel, it just shoots immediately. Like in fact, you have to be really accurate with this character. Like if you want to win, some like, great 1v1s, you have to like basically like land every shot. Without upgrades, this character is pretty useless. Like you don't get the 2 reload upgrades, which are really helpful for this character. This character was the best in Godfrey 1, but then because he had that 1 extra ammo, but then they got rid of it, and now he only has 2 reload upgrades and 1 damage upgrade, which is kind of low, but he's still a really fun character to play as. Oh my god, I actually landed that CBG. God. He's a little bit annoying to take care of. You don't one-shot everything, you have to like use like 2 or 3 clips to get rid of anything. If it's a torture, I think you have to use like 3 clips on them. Yeah, he's a really fun character to use, and he comes into mod 5. In the number 4 spot, I want to fit all these characters on the list, and we got the noble scientist plus the astronaut. These 2 scientists are just so good, they do so much damage. This does 77, which is the most damage that scientists can ever do. Oh my god, that one half glitch. Okay. He's not really good at long range. He can still do damage, but not that much. The only thing bad about this character is the rate of fire. The rate of fire is really slow. You reload pretty fast. You only get 5 shots if you don't have the ammo upgrade. And without the damage upgrade, he only does 70 damage, but there's no really point of you really need the damage upgrade. Like, you do 70 damage anyway, like there's really no point of you getting that 7 damage, like, yeah, the only thing bad about there's 2 things bad about this character is he's really bad at long range. He's got low ass rate of fire, but he does a really big amount of damage. He just got fast reload. And there's just nothing. And I really like the scientist's abilities, like the healing is really important. The warps can get you close to your enemies, so you can do extra damage, and you can, if the opponent is so far away, you can refreeze the bombs to do 50 damage to them. So that's why I think he deserves more credit than what he is. And we also got the astronaut. The astronaut is the same thing. It's kind of the same thing as normal scientist, except that he's long range instead of short range. But he does less damage, but he's got 24 shots, which is so damn good. He's probably the longest range scientist ever. If you hit like every shot, you're guaranteed to kill 2 torchwood obviously, even 3 if you're crazy, but the only thing bad about this character, is that I keep missing my shots. Like it's not really that accurate. His reload is medium, and I feel like he can use, I don't know, a bit more damage. Like he should at least do 30 damage, and then he'll come a little bit better. But some of you guys don't agree that he doesn't need a damage upgrade or something. I mean, he does have one, but I mean, like a damage buff or something, because he's probably the most weakest scientist out of all of them, but you get so many shots, you got fast rate of fire, and you can do a lot of damage, and the normal scientist and the astronaut come into number 4. In the number 3 spot, we've got Toxic Waste of Time. Yes, Toxic Waste of Time is so powerful. He's good at garden ops, he's good at boss hunt, and he's also really good at multiplayer too, if you know how to use him correctly. So what is good about him is his Toxic Overload. You're basically invincible when you've got Toxic Overload. Like, you're basically indestructible. You're basically Torchwood with a leaf shield. It just makes the Torchwood just invincible, but it doesn't really last that long, so you have to be quickly and kill all the plants in your area. But the good thing about Toxic Overload, you only have to do punches. You don't have to get kills to charge it up. You only have to get punches. But your beam doesn't count, so you have to get close. But you can just use your Turbo Twister or your kicks to get close. Plus, I recommend using Super Multi-Ball. You can do a heck of a lot of damage if you have Super Multi-Ball on. Because you shoot out 4 and they do around 120 damage, which is insane. You can almost kill a pea shooter with only 1 ball, which is so good. And also your tank class, you're gonna have 200 health, so it gives you a fighting chance of you getting close to the clans. He's so overpowered. He definitely needs a nerf from his Toxic Overload. It's honestly just so overpowered. Like, his Toxic Overload should do 10, 30, and 50, not 30, 60, and 90. Like, you can kill anything in 1 full punch with Toxic Overload. Even a Torchwood in this leaf shield, I think. But yeah. There is just better options out there, and he comes into mode 3. Let's get into mode 2. In the number 2 spot, the best foot soldier in my opinion is the Arctic Trooper. My word, where can we start? 1, he freezes plants basically instantly. 2, he does a really good amount of damage. And 3, he is such great. He's got quite. Sorry guys, I can't talk. He's got quite a lot good rate of fire. There's like nothing bad about this character at all, except that he's got a little bit more less damage than the normal foot soldier. If you don't have upgrades, then I recommend using another foot soldier than this one, because The upgrades are really useful for this character. The ice upgrade eventually just makes this foot soldier even better. The ammo upgrade makes you freeze your plants much faster. The freeze is just 10 out of 10. This character is 10 out of 10, but I feel like there's one character that does it even better. He almost got in the number 1 spot. He's just actually Toxic Brains, Electrocutor, and the number 1 spot are so close to each other. You guys probably know what number 1 is already. Yeah, he has a really good foot soldier. There's nothing bad about this guy except that he's got a little bit less ammo. He's got a little bit less damage, but the freeze just makes this character really good. Now, before I want to get into Mob 1, I want to give out a few honorable mentions, and one of my honorable mentions is the Tanner Star. So the Tanner Star almost made it on the list. He's my second best star in the game. The reason why Pocket make this character so good is if you aim, you can move and shoot at the same time. This character would have been on the list if they didn't nerf the speed of shooting. Yeah, he was like the same as the normal star, but he's got the extra thing, but there's a little bit less damage than him. And yeah, and that's why I couldn't put him on the list. And another honorable mention, we've got Park Ranger. So Park Ranger is also a really good character too. He does a really good amount of damage. The poison is really good too. If there's a lot of plants in the area, you can just shoot all around the area and do 2 damage like constantly. But there are really better options out there. He doesn't do much damage with his primary weapon as usual. He's only got 18 shots, plus the rate fire is a little bit slower, and that's why I couldn't put him on the list either. And also, we've got the normal deathbed. So the normal deathbed is also really good too. And I just like all these zombies are really damn good. He does, I think, 30 damage as a headshot, which is really good. His abilities are really helpful, of course, because you got the barrel, which makes the pirate invincible. You got the cannon, which is kind of useless, and the parrot is kind of useless too. But the barrel just makes its character even better. Like the barrel is the only thing good about the pirate. Like I never use the cannon or the pirate drone, but the barrel I use it often. But I couldn't put him on the list because I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah. And now let's get into the number 1 spot. I give you a hint. It is an imp, and it starts with a Z. And it is the Z70. Oh my god, this character is amazing. First of all, he's got a fast rate of fire. He got a really good true thinger. He's not really good at long range, but in close range, he's overpowered when you get close to him. First of all, you're an imp, so you're a hard target to hit. You gotta hit small hitbox. Plus, you got your grabber grenade. You can use that to stop the pawns from hitting you. You can get close to them, and you do a heck of a lot of damage. And plus, you can use the Z7 mag, which is a really good mag. I feel like it's better than the Shred mag. And also, you can use Indicator to like get close, because you take less damage, and then you can just shoot them right in the face. But the mag is just 10 out of 10. The imp is 10 out of 10. Let's get into the mag. I'll show you. Alright. So this is it. I'm not really a big fan of this ability. I mean, it's kind of alright. The power weapon is so powerful, it does 14 damage, it's got plus really far, and just look at how long this shoots for. You can shoot that for long as, you can shoot, I'm sorry, you can shoot that so long, plus, okay, yeah. This ability is really good. Look at that. I just bring all of this freaking past me. That was so cool. Now, some of you guys might disagree with this character because I never use this character in my streams. Well, I use it a lot when I didn't have my YouTube channel, which I got my YouTube channel before I got max rank, so yeah. Now, if you don't really have a fast trigger finger, then I recommend using the shrimp imp. It's easy, a lot better if you don't have a really fast trigger finger. And this is the fastest I can give it. Wait, hold on, let me get to this. Wait, hold on. Oh, stop shooting me, Corn. I'm not throwing anything in you. Alright, come on. Oh yeah. I think that's my fastest I can shoot, but maybe, I don't know, but yeah, Z7 Imp is probably the best zombie in the game. Actually, might be the best character in the game, in my opinion. He's a really good. Again, he's a really good imp. He's actually an awesome imp, amazing imp. He's any word that sounds so good. Now, the only way you can get this imp is if you can get the deluxe upgrade, which you can buy for real money. But it is worth it, guys, because the imp is really worth it. The other stuff is not really worth it. The big spender pack is kind of worth it because you can get a bunch of coins out of that. But the rest of it is just not really that worth it. The imp and the coins is what you want in that deluxe upgrade. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end this top 7 here. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike and then comment down below. What is your top 10 zombies? The next top 10 we'll be doing top 10 characters out of all. So there will be plants and zombies on the list. So yeah. Peace out, have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next top 10. Peace out.